Hello everyone, welcome to our Meetings Assistance for Jehovah's Witnesses channel. I hope all of you are doing well. In this new video, we are going to prepare for the Let Us Be Better Teachers section for the week of March 31st to April 6th. I hope this will be very helpful to many of you. Let's begin. Well, let's start with, make return visits. From house to house. In the previous visit, the person accepted the invitation to the memorial and showed interest. Good morning, Sister Marta. How are you? Good morning. I'm fine, thank you. And you? I'm very well. Thank you. I wanted to know if you had time to think about what we talked about last time regarding the memorial. Are you ready to attend? Yes, of course. I would like to go because I've been thinking a lot about what you told me last time. All this about remembering Jesus and the sacrifice he made for us really touched me. That's great to hear. I'm sure it will be a very uplifting experience for you. And, I would also like to help you with something else. In our last conversation, I mentioned that we could study the Bible together. Do you remember? Yes, I remember. It sounds interesting, but I'm not sure if I would have time for a regular study. I totally understand. The good thing is that this Bible course doesn't have to take up a lot of your time. We can study at your pace, and what we learn gives us very practical answers to questions we all ask ourselves. For example, have you ever wondered why there is so much suffering in the world? Or maybe you've wondered how to find peace amid so many difficulties. Yes, that's a question I've asked myself many times. I would like to know what the Bible says about that. I'm glad you mentioned that. Studying the Bible can really help us understand answers to those questions and more. For example, the Bible talks about how Jehovah has the purpose of eliminating suffering and how we can have peace through knowing His will. If it's okay with you, we could start with a topic that interests you and helps you get answers. That sounds really good. I'm willing to start the study. I'm so happy to hear that, Sister Marta. We can start with a very simple lesson that addresses those concerns. I assure you that each study will help you find the peace and answers you're looking for. How about we start next week? Perfect. I'd love to. Great, then we'll see each other next Monday at 10 a.m. If you ever have any doubts or questions, don't hesitate to call me. I'm here to help you. It will be a pleasure to study the Bible with you. Thank you, I'll be waiting. See you soon. See you soon. Have a wonderful day. Now, let's move on to, make return visits. Informal preaching. The last time you spoke, the person accepted the invitation to the memorial and showed interest. Hi, how's it going? Great to see you again. Last time we talked about the memorial, have you had a chance to think more about it? Yes, actually it's been on my mind. I think I'm going to attend. It seems like a beautiful way to remember what Jesus did for us. I'm really glad to hear that. It's definitely a special occasion. And thinking about our previous conversation, I was wondering, have you noticed that sometimes we feel a bit lost or overwhelmed with everything that's going on in life? Exactly. With everything happening in the world, it's hard to find any peace, and I don't know how to manage the stress it causes me. I completely understand. It's something many people feel these days. The good news is that the Bible has principles that help us find peace, even amid difficulties. It also gives us practical answers on how to improve our relationships and face everyday problems. Would you like to learn a little more about how the Bible offers hope and peace in difficult times? Yes, I'm really interested in learning how the Bible could help me feel more calm and at peace. Of course. Studying the Bible isn't just about what will happen in the future, it's also about how we apply those principles in the present. I can show you how you can have more control over your thoughts and emotions, and how the Bible offers wisdom for overcoming stressful moments. How about we start with something simple that could help with that? That sounds like a good idea. I feel like it could help me a lot. So, if you want, we can start studying together. It's not complicated or time-consuming, but I assure you it will give you tools to deal better with everything that happens in your life. Would you like to start next week? Yes, I would love to. We can do it. Perfect, then. We'll see each other next week, and in the meantime, if you have any questions or anything I can help you with, feel free to let me know. Have a great day. Thanks, same to you. See you soon. Now, let's move on to make return visits. Public preaching. The last time you spoke, the person accepted the invitation to the memorial and showed interest. Hi. Great to see you again. How have you been since our last conversation? Hi, I'm good, thanks. I've been thinking a lot about what we talked about, the memorial and what you told me. I'm still a bit confused. I understand, what's causing you the most confusion? Well, I'm having trouble understanding why the memorial is so important. I've heard it's a unique event, but I don't understand why it's not celebrated more often in the year if it's such a significant event. Why only once a year? That's an excellent question. The reason it's only celebrated once a year is because it's the anniversary of Jesus' death, and in the Bible, he himself said that it should be done, in remembrance of me. It's not a repetitive celebration but a solemn act to remember what he did for humanity. Has any other part of our discussion about the memorial caught your attention? Yes, I also wonder if I can really participate. I'm not sure if I feel ready, or if it's something I should only do if I have a stronger faith. I would like to know if it's something I can do without feeling out of place. I understand, and I think it's a valid concern. The memorial isn't something you should do just because you feel ready. It's an opportunity to remember what Jesus did for all of us. It doesn't matter if you're just beginning to understand it, what matters is the sincerity of your heart. How do you feel about the idea of participating in something so meaningful? I think I'd like to go, but I'm still not sure if I'll understand everything that's going on. Do the people who attend know everything it means, or how should I prepare for it? I understand that it might feel a bit uncertain at first, but you don't need to know everything before attending. The great thing about the memorial is that it's open to anyone who wants to reflect on Jesus' sacrifice. You don't have to do anything special, just be there with a desire to learn and remember. Do you think it would be helpful for you to hear more about what it really means for you personally? Yes, I'd love that. I want to understand how this sacrifice can have a real impact on my life. Sometimes I feel so overwhelmed by everything going on that I don't know if there's anything that can really give me peace. It's very understandable to feel that way. The Bible talks a lot about how to find peace, especially in difficult times. Jesus promised He would give us peace, a peace different from what the world offers. That's one of the benefits of understanding Jesus' sacrifice and what it means for us today. What do you think about the idea of seeking that peace in your life? I think that's what I need the most, to find peace. Everything feels so chaotic sometimes, and I don't know how to deal with all of it. I would love to know how the Bible can help me with that. I'm so glad you said that. The Bible has principles that help us face stress and anxiety. If you'd like, we could start studying those principles together. Bible study not only gives us answers, but also provides us with practical tools for better living. Would you like to start seeing how to apply those principles in your life? Yes, I would love to start studying. I feel like this could help me understand better everything that's going on and maybe even find that peace I'm looking for. That's wonderful to hear. I'm sure Bible study will give you many answers. If you're okay with it, we could start with a topic that talks about how to find peace amid difficulties. What do you think? Perfect, that sounds great. I'd love to start. Then, we'll see each other next week to begin. I'm sure this study will be very helpful to you. If you have any other questions before then, don't hesitate to let me know. See you soon. Well, those were the examples of the presentations for the Let Us Be Better Teachers section of this week. I hope it will be very helpful to you, my dear brothers and sisters. I send you a big hug, and may Jehovah bless and protect you always.